Now then, I'm out fishing the Lancaster canal today, and there's two real reasons for this trip. One, I've just bought a new extra heavy lure fishing setup that I'll show you all in a minute. And two, I'm about to try out one of the most expensive lures I've bought and one of the nicest looking lures I've bought. So they say the fishing companies design the lures to catch the anglers, not the fish themselves. So I'm going to put this really cool looking lure to the test, see if we can catch a fish with it, and I'm going to try my absolute best to christen this new rod. So before we get to the lure, this is the new heavy setup I've got. This is the Abu Garcia Beast X Revo. This is a really heavy duty bait caster, specifically for heavy lures, big fish. Not sure if the fish I'll be catching on it will be big, but I've got some stupidly big fishing lures to throw over the next few weeks. So what I'm using today is a lot smaller than what I will be using. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you don't miss out any huge lure action, because there's some ridiculous ones there. And I've got it paired with the Daiwa Pro Rex XR, 80 to 180 grams. It's got some serious power, just over 2 meters, so it's quite a short rod. If I lost this lure, I honestly think gutted will be an understatement. Sort of thing I'd like on my wall rather than to lose in a tree, but just look how stunning this is. This is a SALMO Slider, 12 centimeters. I've used these sort of before, but not that much. But just look at this. I think this colour's called Blue Parrot or something. Cost me like 12 or 13 quid from Jerry's in Morecambe. Got a bit of weight to it. It's about 90 gram this. Really cool sparkle. Just look at those colours though. I know the fish aren't going to really be able to, well, necessarily prefer this over something natural, but I thought, why not? I'll give it a go. I'm absolutely loving casting with this rod so far. Been fishing about 20 minutes, half an hour without a fish. I can tell this rod's got real power in it. Another interesting thing about today is it was my first fishing trip since my child was born. I only come out for a short trip, maybe 2 hours this time, just so I can get back to the family. But yeah, I had a little baby boy born on the 19th of November. Alfred Adrian Lamb's his name, Alfie for short. Yeah, he's a really cute little fella. Just found some time to nip out to the local canal, just walking distance from my house, for a couple of hours fishing. Test out this new rod. It's been in the post for a couple of weeks, but so far I absolutely adore it. And the reel. Onto the lure. I've fished with SALMO Sliders before, but only like the natural pattern ones, nothing anywhere near as funky as this. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes. I know they are good. I know a lot of people swear by them. Fish! Oh, that's a big fish. Oh, oh, he's nailed it. He's nailed it. It's not hooked him very well, actually. Looks like he's swiped at it and it's come out of his mouth, I think. Come on. Just got him under the chin. Got him. Got him. Come on. Yes. So this is fish number one on the heavy setup and of the day. Sort of went for the lure because of the action. Oh, I'll tell you a bit more about that in a minute, but I just want to get this fish back. Not sure what it's coming in at. Don't really have time to measure it just because it was hooked a bit funny. So I'm going to get it back in the water. Lovely little pike. Only a jack, but still a beautiful fish. So what I was just going to tell you then, the action on this is very erratic. So that means often I find fish miss it. Not miss it completely, but if you look at how much it's going from side to side, they can get hooked under, they can get hooked on the side quite easily with this more than others, just because, again, it can be hard to chase for them and they tend to hit it on the paws. But if you twitch just as they're about to hit it, and it can just nick them right where you don't want them to get caught. Good result so far though. First trip out with both this lure and this new rod setup, and we've christened it. Not an ideal fashion, no monster. Well, I've still got about an hour and a half to go today, so with a bit of luck I'll be able to catch one more before I have to go home and change nappies all night. Fish, oh, it's gone, oh no, it's got me in a little tangle as well. Oh, that was annoying. Come on, I'm getting hits here, I'm getting hits. So I had a couple more little knocks and about an hour's gone by. No, maybe 45 minutes has gone by. I'm getting some interest in this lure, but it is very cold. I do realise, I know I keep saying, oh, big fish when I've got a fish on, and that for most people that pike just definitely wasn't a big fish. But as you probably know, I'm prone to getting overexcited, and a bit of exaggeration doesn't hurt here and there. So just bear that in mind and take everything I say with a pinch of salt on this channel. Now, I did see a kingfisher on this stretch, or a couple of kingfishers last time I was here, which is unusual. Just part of the inspiration for this lure, part of why I bought it, because it's blue and orange, red head, little yellow bit on the back, little black bit under there. Really nice lure. I'm not assuming that pike eat kingfishers here. I mean, it might happen, but more for the fact that I just absolutely love seeing them. And I thought this lure sort of followed the same colour scheme. Oh, lost one. That was a good fish. Come on. Come on, please take this again. Please. Hi.
Kingfisher at the back of that.
That's why I bought it, yeah. Bright blue and orange. It's quite a fancy looking thing, isn't it?
Yeah, as long as it attracts the right fish, you're okay.
Yeah. Glad to see it's not just me that thinks this looks like a kingfisher. Another big knock then, it was a shame to be missing that. Hopefully we'll get one more before the day's over. Well, I think to answer my question, the pike don't quite love it as much as I do, but considering I've been out here for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, well, probably closer to 2 hours today, there's been a lot of interest. I've only landed one, but very nearly hooked up on a couple more, so won't be hanging the lure on the wall just yet. It's going back in the box and I'm going to use it again. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Really helps me out, and I'll catch you down the road.